A lot of girls that are naturally pretty do not look right with heavy makeup. Like, seriously.
I came across this video on TikTok the other day, and as someone that's been a makeup artist for over 5 years, she's absolutely right. Let me tell you why. Notice she used the word pretty, not beautiful. I'm going to say what it means in this context. A pretty girl has soft, delicate features, more like baby-like characteristics, meaning her facial features are a bit more softer and more delicate, like gentle, delicate features. I'm gonna insert some photos here of some people I feel like have soft features, so you guys understand where I'm coming from. And in this context, I'm not talking about beautiful girls, and I'm using beautiful as the opposite of pretty in this context. Beautiful meaning girls that have more bold and striking features. Those are the girls I'm calling beautiful in this context. And I'm not saying pretty girls are not beautiful. Pretty girls are beautiful. I'm just using beautiful in this context for lack of better words. Now, as a makeup artist, whenever someone with those soft features come to me and show me a heavy glam or a full glam as reference to what they want applied on their face, I automatically know that it will not suit their features. It's very important to know your features and know the type of face you have in order for you to go for a makeup look that will suit that feature. For someone that has those delicate features, the reason why heavy makeup would not suit your face is because doing heavy makeup means you're going to counter the natural features of your face. And generally, we do makeup to enhance our face and to feel prettier. That is why whenever you do heavy glam or whenever you go to an MUA to get your makeup done, you do not end up feeling prettier. You end up feeling odd and you end up feeling out of place because your facial features are already soft. So going in with heavy glam counters those natural features. I'm going to be showing you what not to do on this side and what to do on this side for someone that has those delicate features. For someone with gentle, delicate features, for your technique, you want to go in with a softer hand in your makeup application because you already have those soft features on your face. So instead of going in with heavy, dark brows that look like these, going with a lighter shade of pencil that matches your hair color or your skin tone, I'll give your brows a more natural and softer appearance, which would suit your features more. And you can see the way I drew this brow, very boxy and square, especially on this arc area. See the way this arc area is sharp, like this. You want to avoid that if you have soft features. Instead of giving your arc a sharp look, just like this, go into the arc of your brows and kind of curve it down and give it like a C instead of this sharp, boxy look. These things might look like they are minor things, but they actually add a lot to the overall appearance of your face once you're done. You can already tell there's a big difference between these two eyebrows just by looking at me. So highlight your brows. Instead of going in with a concealer that is way lighter than your skin tone, just like this, go in with a concealer closer to your skin tone, or you can even go in with your foundation shade. That way it will be very easy to melt into your skin and just disappear. And if you want to go lighter, the maximum should just be one shade lighter, not too bright, not something very contradicting to your skin tone. We're doing this because once you blend this into your skin, it's very easy to just blend in and sink into your skin and to almost look like you didn't even apply concealer, and that would in turn give like a more natural looking eyebrow. Instead of it looking like this, you can see the difference. This looks a bit more shouty onto your face than this. This looks more gentle and soft. When it comes to eyeshadow or anything concerning the eyes, instead of sticking to darker colors like these or anything black on the eye and heavy cut creases like these, stick to more natural earthy tone, colors that are closer to your skin tone and suit your skin tone more, like your browns, your nudes, your beige, your tan. I would usually not advise to go for a wing liner look, like a bold wing liner like this, but if you must, go in with a brown liner instead of using a black liner and just give yourself a mini wing. Try not to extend it too much outward and mostly focus your wing to the outer part of the eye, like so. So you can see the difference between this and this. Another thing I like to do most times, I like to just go into the edges and kind of soften up that liner a bit using a brown eyeshadow so it does not look too harsh. You can see that you already give like smoked out soft wing liner. And the same thing goes for your under eye as well. Instead of going in with a black under eyeliner for your waterline, stick to using more browns on your eye in general. Because for black, if it's not properly applied, it can age you and it can sometimes make your makeup look a bit more harsher than it should. So that's why I always advise you avoid any form of black around your eye and focus more on neutral, natural colors. And for underneath your eye, you can also use like a nude under eyeliner as well. That would also work. For foundation, you have to be careful in picking your shades. Instead of going in with a shade that is too light, lighter than your skin tone, and then going in heavy-handed as well with your foundation. Try to go in with a foundation that matches your skin tone perfectly, and you do not need so much layers of foundation. 1 to 2 pumps is all you need. I would even argue that it's 1 pump that you actually need, because 1 pump can go a long way if you apply it well. So you want to go soft in everything we're doing. Now for concealer, you want to be careful in picking out your concealer. Instead of going in with a full coverage heavy layer of concealer, or a concealer that is way brighter than your skin tone first, like this, and going in heavy layers underneath your eyes, like I just did here. Lean more towards a light to medium coverage concealer. A very lightweight hydrating concealer is more advisable, and you don't need to apply so much concealer underneath your eye like this. You just need a tiny bit of concealer to the inner and outer corner, and you need a concealer that is 1 shade lighter than your skin tone, just 1 shade. You don't need any concealer too bright, something really close to your skin tone. Now you don't want your concealer looking this heavy. You just need enough to cover the blemishes underneath your eye. Instead of going in with contour or a bronzer that is way deeper than your skin tone, contour is usually more cool toned and usually more harsh. It's mostly used to define the face and give it structure. And I don't think you need that going in with bronzer, because bronzer just give more natural. It gives your skin but warmer and deeper. So bronzer usually just gives you that sun-kissed glow. It kind of looks like a glow from within, rather than contour that gives more harsh. Automatically tell the difference between these. This looks way more harsher, while this just gives my skin but deeper. Instead of baking your under eye with heavy layers of powder, stick to setting only, because setting just gives more soft and natural. And for setting, you need only a light layer of powder just to mattify the area where you apply concealer. While for baking, you usually go in with a heavier layer of powder underneath the eye. You don't need to bake, because sometimes baking involves using a lot of powder, which can sometimes lead to cakiness, and that's not what you want. And the same way we applied our cream bronzer, we're going to apply our powder bronzer. Going with a bronzer that is closer to your skin tone to set your cream bronzer, rather than using a deep powder bronzer to set your cream bronzer. You can instantly tell the difference between this side and this side. Just like the foundation we use that is close to our skin tone, we're going to set also with a powder that is close to our skin tone. And when we're setting, you want to go over with the remnants on your powder brush and diffuse any harsh line in sight. Instead of it looking like this, you can see the harsh line here, and you can see that there are no harsh lines here. These are what will contribute to your makeup looking a bit more softer. Lashes are a heavy contributor to your makeup looking soft or harsh. So you don't want to go in with heavy looking lashes like these, that sometimes instead of opening your eye, it closes up your eye, or it takes your entire face. Instead, what I like to do is I like to stick to natural looking lashes or half lashes like these. I just attach it to the outer corner of the eye just to give that area a lift. And I'm not saying these lashes don't suit some people. It does suit some people. I'm just saying if you have soft, delicate features, try to avoid lashes that will take over your entire face. I try to avoid using anything black on the lip because that might appear a bit too harsh. Instead, I stick to using more brown liners. And I also try to avoid overlining from the beginning to the end of my lip. Instead, I do like a subtle overlining where I just overline the cupids here and then take it inward instead of overlining all the way out to the end like I did here. I also try to avoid bold looking colors. Instead, I like to stick to natural lip colors like nudes, light pinks, natural pinks. My favorite combo to do is I like to use like a brown liner and go in with a natural looking gloss like this that imitates the natural color of the lips. Just so it gives that soft pink, kind of imitating the natural lip color like this with my brown liner. For blush, you can go in with any shade of blush you like. The only thing is when you're applying it, try to apply a light layer and then spread it into your temple so it gives more natural and in my skin like this. Just try to distribute it all around so it looks like it's coming from the skin instead of it just standing on one spot like this, then applying a heavy layer as well. You can see the difference between this and this. And it's the same blush I use. Look at the way this looks. And look at the way this looks. This looks more into the skin. It looks properly spread out, while this just looks like it's standing on one spot. So avoid applying blush to one spot. Instead, try to spread it around so it looks more natural. You also don't need to go in to apply any form of extra brightening powder under your eye because you really don't need it. And for highlighting, instead of going in with a loose or pressed highlighter, I like to stick to a more dewy highlighter using my beauty sponge because a dewy highlighter gives more natural. It gives more like a glow from within. Look at what it did there. I like to apply it here and here as well, so it gives like a natural cohesive look. So compared to this side, you can see the way the highlighter is standing out And look at the way this looks like. It's just in my skin, but better. And another thing that is a heavy contributor to your makeup looking very harsh is not blending out harsh lines on your face, like the harsh lines here on your face. Once you're done with your makeup, you want to go with your regular face powder. Just tap in a bit into that powder. We do not have harsh lines here, but assuming we had harsh lines here, I'm just going to go over with my powder to the line and to diffuse that line, and it looks more natural instead of it looking like this. Or if there's a harsh line to my nose, I go in with my powder here and I just diffuse the harsh line between the bronzer and my highlighter. You can see how this looks a bit rough and unblended, but this looks like it's my skin, but just more enhanced. Try as much as possible not to apply heavy clumps of mascara underneath your eye and try to keep it light. Look at what the soft side looks like. And this is what the harsh side looks like. Which do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Now, these are all what contributes to your makeup looking harsh and soft. So if you have those delicate features, you want to apply these little techniques to your makeup to suit your natural facial features. And let me know in the comments if you'll be trying this out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.